out beyond the edge of the universe, far past any celestial wilderness you could hope to imagine, lies a vast ocean of impenetrable rock. Some might call them asteroids, but these are more than mere space debris. Being the oldest remnants of the universe's chaotic creation, they are the very first ripples let loose from the fountainhead of existence. The ancients believed this sacred asteroid field to be a doorway to the gods. It was said that, for the brave soul that successfully traversed them, there awaited a power too great to comprehend. For thousands of years, these borderlands taunted them, and became the final resting place for untold multitudes. In time, they forgot why they even attempted this suicidal feat. Still, they pressed on. They continued because they felt compelled to. They continued because they had to. It was said that no man who dared enter that void ever returned, and yet for generations men tried, hoping to achieve for themselves immortality in the annals of history. All of them failed, save one. His name was Rocky Montana, and with a courage and skill that defied comprehension, he accepted this ancient challenge. On that fateful day, he entered the asteroid field a man, and emerged a legend.
Rocky Montana was no stranger to adventure. He had been captured by Galilean privateers, leading a mutiny against the space pirates and thus becoming their captain. He had infiltrated the death pits of Sodom 7 to prevent the god computer of the Morlachs from building an army of robots programmed to conquer the universe. He had confronted the Queen of Space, whose armada claimed dominion over all the empty space that lay between worlds. As he deftly directed his Skyrunner through the endless obstacles of the asteroid field, Rocky was reminded of the time he'd almost lost his life piloting a rocket gondola through the spaceways of New Venice. He had only narrowly saved the mayor of Mercury from an assassination plot by the ghost robots of New Venus, very nearly getting himself killed in the bargain. Reminded of that harrowing adventure, Rocky knew why this field was considered a doorway to the gods. It was the quickest route to the grave. Many a pilot had found direct communion with his creator in this desolate abyss, and if Rocky were not careful, he would find himself among them. But if he should succeed, then the promised reward was immortality, or perhaps something greater. And even if he did not survive, a man's legend was often enough, the only immortality he needed. Act 2. Doorway to the God. In time, Rocky came to realize that some of the stories were even truer than he imagined. As he had penetrated deep into the field, there was a large stone carved like the face of a man. Its mouth gaped open in an eternal roar wide enough to allow ingress. It was indeed a doorway, inviting him in, if for no other reason than a brief respite from the perils of the asteroid field. As Rocky breached the barrier, he knew immediately that something was amiss at the core of the field. Inside that timeless edifice, adrift in the sea of stone, were no ancient reliefs depicting forgotten scriptures, nor was it pulsing with the life energy of birthing stars or dying gods. No, this clearly was a man-made construction. As Rocky navigated through an alarmingly haphazard labyrinth of loose circuitry, he came to realize what the field was. It was not a doorway to the gods at all. It was a machine. The entire field was a weaponized construct, one that had performed its function flawlessly throughout immeasurable time. But this mystery would not trouble him for long. His thoughts were interrupted by a terrible booming voice that broke the solemn silence. A resounding roar that was as familiar as it was unwelcome.
Who dares disrupt the eternal sleep of Wisdos, the great and powerful? Oh, right. Another pilot looking to carve his name on the shrine of his gods. And so you shall, I assure you. Before this day is through, you shall sign your name across this monument in your own blood.
Rocky knew the voice, though it shocked him to hear it. Could it be that the god computer of the Morlocks was not destroyed? When he obliterated the Venusian outpost that housed the Vron project, he had not destroyed the Vron prototype either. But he had not expected to run into that mad mechanical monster out here in the depths of empty space. But there was nothing to be done about that, except be thankful the god computer was not in a position to recognize him. Rocky resolved to press this advantage, maintaining radio silence, even as the mad god mocked him at every turn.
You are but a speck in the great planetesimal chaos that is my wake.
I will devour the very meaning of your existence
and discard your desiccated husk of a soul upon the abominable refuse pile that is your ruin. Long have I watched your parasitic species crawl out of your caves and squint at the sky. Your entire species' existence had not even caused a ripple on this cosmic shore. The rock is good. Go forth and die. Your sacrifice will be long remembered by, well, no one, because you're in the middle of nowhere. But you will be missed. Not by me so much, but someone surely.
Act 3. The Heart of the Antimatter. But Rocky maintained his resolve and pressed on, making his way into the epicenter of the electric storm. A typhoon of crimson synapses, firing in concert with the rapid delivery of the god computer's jibes.